We're live.
22 points, bro.
That was
lots of movement. That doesn't look anything.
We're live.
Yeah,
Okay, hi. We hear you. We hear you. We are here. We have arrived. We are here. We are
Yeah,
present.
you tagged me, though.
Yeah. I knew that I was just making sure.
Oh, yeah, you said it.
What up? Everybody
This
good?
isn't gonna work.
I feel like we're like
This is gonna be difficult, guys.
what?
Nothing.
Here's straw pictures.
I have an idea of how to fix this problem, but I don't currently have any materials. Oh wait.
Oh, yeah. Candy man.
You know I'm a DIY. Yeah. You know, I'll throw some shit together.
It's hot in here.
Take off all your clothes.
Why do you keep doing that?
Cause she be saying it's hot. That's how the song go.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you have to actually take your shirt off.
No,
Right.
we did that shit the whole 2000s.
Y'all literally took your shirts off?
No, we took off our clothes.
The
Like,
90s was real.
when that song came out, I had a house in Fort Washington, shout out to Hook and Ivor, and we used to have little parties and it was good.
Parties.
Because if I don't take off my clothes,
Parties.
like you know,
You got a D-back accent. Parties.
see why you got see he fucking with me already.
I should have stopped.
Thank you, Gilman.
He said it. Why is saying a fact so wrong, guys? That's how you say it. Parties.
How do you say it?
Parties. Like you
She
say
also calls it
P-A-R.
pop, though. So consider
Yeah. And she
it's called
pronounces jury.
No,
It's
you
a
said
jury
jury.
day. It's a jury day.
No, that's what you
Drury?
say.
That's what you say.
No,
It's jury.
you say.
It's
I
a
say
jury.
jury.
It's jury day.
Drury. No, I say dreary.
We got the
Anyway,
videos.
oh my God.
I got receipts.
She said dreary.
Guys, turn to it. Go to our YouTube page and find out any of our
No.
shows in 2017. She said when it was raining outside, and you would hear that she said jewelry. She said jewelry on you.
Dreary.
It's jewelry on you. I was like, you got some jewelry that you left a ring outside? No, it's jewelry.
Oh, bye. Okay, anyway.
Ask her to say Kansas City. And see how she say that.
What?
That makes no sense. I used to always be confused at why there was no state on the map that said Arkansas, but I kept hearing the name Arkansas, and then when I was older, like 10, I found out that Arkansas, that I'd always been calling Arkansas in my head.
Wow.
I was calling it that in my head because it said Arkansas, and I was from Kansas, so it made sense to me that was Arkansas, and then I realized, and I was like, man, that makes no sense. Why would you call it Arkansas? That doesn't make sense. There's no L on that. There's no L anywhere in the word. I'm sorry.
L.
What?
Arkansas.
No,
Saul.
See, that's her little
Arkansas.
accent. Arkansas.
S-A-W.
Arkansas.
Yes.
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
Yes.
No, that's not how we say it back home. We say Arkansas.
See,
No.
exactly.
Wow.
Arkansas.
Yes.
Exactly.
Arkansas. What?
Wow.
Man, we say Arkansas.
What's the?
And I get real country. I
cannot
felt it
believe
in my mouth when I said it that time. Arkansas.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, no,
Shut
see, exactly, like,
That can't.
anyway.
I didn't say it. I didn't say anything. I don't get credit for that.
No.
I don't get credit.
No.
I didn't say it.
Are we sharing it?
Share the show. If you tuned in on Facebook Live, please hit the share button. And to the right, you should see a notification that says that you can be notified whenever the show is live. We got our studio audience in the building. Jeremy Nicole in the building. What up?
What's up?
Yay.
What up, Ron? I see one of our most faithful loyal viewers is tuned in.
Who?
Chim Skrilla.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I just.
Well,
Jim,
that's my cousin.
Yeah, that's it because.
Well, it was funny because there was a guy named Ron who blocked me today because I pointed out the bottle.
The bottle dick.
The bottle.
The bottle dick.
But why are you saying dick? Why are you saying dick?
Hashtag bottle dick.
Because
Oh,
it's bottle dick.
because it's
Yeah.
between.
Because somebody
Somebody said it was bottle dick.
yeah, a bottle dick. So that's what we're calling it, a bottle dick. And he got so mad about it.
So
he was so upset. Oh, I can't believe it's buttons.
You're being dumb.
It's buttons and you're dumb. Like it's a bottle of core water.
Like,
you weirdo. It's like in between her legs. Like
Right.
just admit it's there.
I don't understand why you're so upset about this.
He was so mad. Oh boy.
And then blew it up and then circled the bottle. It was still called a seat button.
It did look like she had a dick between her legs.
It did.
But he said it was a car button. It was a
It
button.
was
buttons.
seat buttons.
Buttons in the middle of the seat, apparently.
No.
This isn't gonna work for me. That's gonna hurt.
What?
I can't hold that bottle with my straw in it. It hurts, and I don't have anything to use to make it not do that.
Just use it when you need it.
No, I don't want to do it. I just want it to be ready so I can just
Sip it.
yeah.
All right.
I didn't read it that way. Jesus Christ. Okay.
That's how you say it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start the podcast. Please share it in all the groups. I'm in Facebook jail, so I shared it to my page from my other page,
That's why
but I can't share it to all the groups. So Lit Landlords are not getting the show this week. She's Sucking Dick in Here ain't getting the show this week. What's the other groups?
What?
I don't know the other groups he's talking about.
A couple
That's
Facebook
what
groups
he's
aren't
talking
getting the
about.
show
I'm not a member of it.
because
Oh, because you're blocked, so you can't
Yeah.
invite into people you
yeah, I can only do it.
Why are
from
you
this
doing
page.
things that are going to get you blocked?
Ella May made me do that. She forced my hand.
No, you had to share the sex tape.
She
And
forced
it
my
wasn't
hand.
even LMA.
It wasn't. But
You got to show me.
So you got it.
I want to know who the fuck it was though.
Girl.
'cause She was.
Look at his face. Because he's in his happy place now. Okay, so you gotta wake up though.
It's a good video.
So yeah, it was. See, this was all small, but she put the joke back and they put it.
I haven't seen it.
Cut his mic off.
Yeah.
Her mic off.
Yours.
Yours. What you mean? She wasn't even
Oh, I thought her mic might have been off already. All right, let's welcome. We're gonna welcome everybody on Spotify and iTunes and all the podcast apps. Shh, y'all on Facebook act like nothing happened and we just starting the show right now. Do not let people on Spotify, iTunes know what just happened. Shh, I'ma start it. Shh, Ron. Shh, come on now. I'm trying to start it.
Somebody get this nigga.
Welcome to Kickback TV, live from Atlanta, where nothing had happened before you push play.
where nothing had happened.
I'm New the Mayor of the
What
Righteous.
happened what?
What? Can we be professional? Did I just start the podcast over? Because you interrupted me. I'll start it over. Are we going? Okay,
Hurry
if
up.
you're listening on iTunes and Spotify, act like that didn't just happen, and we starting right now.
At 7:16.
Welcome to Kickback TV, live from Atlanta, also known as the Black CNN, and the revolution will be televised. I'm New the Mayor, the Righteous Ratchet. If you throw it, I catch it. If you got it, I match it. Every Sunday at 7, we right back at it. Shaolin.
Fantastic.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, So Mellow. So there's Melanie Dion, about beforehand. The Queen of Creeps, the Breaker of Men, also known as the Conscious Creep.
Show me your
Hey.
head. Show me your head. Show me your head. Show me your head.
No.
No?
Wait, you're over the hair?
Show me your head.
No, go for it.
Show me your head.
That is a beautiful side.
Yes.
Hey.
Yeah, that shit's
Yeah.
fly.
JB.
I'm glad we got by that. Yo, what's up, y'all? It's JB Frank, that gangsta geek representing NWA, Nerds with Attitude. Happy Sunday, everyone.
Hey, it's Pandora Alexis. I'm sorry. Y'all make me laugh. It's Pandora Alexis, aka Curls I Do Adore. What?
Go ahead.
Why?
What?
Why are you whispering?
I wasn't even.
Okay. Hey y'all, it's Pandora Alexis, aka Girls I Do Adore on IG. Why are y'all doing this to me? I'm the learning hippie otaku. That's it. That's all I got. Thank you.
And that's Gelman in the building with the sound effects. We're gonna have a fun show tonight.
Oh, man.
I gotta get you the Kawhi Leonard laugh to add to that. It's so funny shit how you get this.
That shit is.
Can you add stuff to that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we about to, we about to add some shit. 'Cause we gotta add, new is always right, duh.
No.
So you can hit that whenever I say something.
I don't think
That's
we
not a
need
good
that.
No,
idea.
that's not going to happen. No.
Then we gotta hit, turn your phone down, Alexis, and then you can hit the button like, boom, turn your phone down, Alexis.
I just did. Like, you just did. Thank you. Exactly. So, anyways.
Make sure the podcast is hitting you. I don't know. Because me in the middle. No.
Come on.
I need you to stop doing things that are going to land you in Facebook jail.
Yes.
I know. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm in Facebook jail. But you know what really happened? It's the man. The man always trying to
The man
get.
is you.
The man is
Huh?
you
control
decided
your
you need to
Facebook
share the sex tape.
Yes.
That was
I always share sex stuff. You know what?
And every time it lands you in Facebook
It
jail.
does.
It
Or
does.
So you would think by
And you
that
just
time
keep
you're
doing it.
arrested.
And you
Or I
just
get
keep
kicked
doing
out of
it.
high school.
Statistically and
Can I
Or
tell
you
you
get
what
kicked out of high school.
Let me tell you. So everybody know me the coolest. This was my.
Everybody.
I'm famous.
Okay, go ahead.
I know in your small town in Arkansas, they may not have heard of me, but in Arkansas, they know who I am.
Did you say Arkansas?
I knew he was
Arkansas.
going to do that.
So,
Oh, that was funny.
so we was it was like we just came back to school from the summer, and the first couple weeks we was in assembly. We was in not assembly. What you call it? The auditorium, because classes hadn't started. And I had over the summer back at Junkyard had a pool
That
party,
is crazy.
and back had a pool party. And y'all remember the pool party with a girl with Trina Romantics putting the bottles up in them?
Yes, juice
So
bottles.
yeah.
What?
So yeah, the pool bottles inside them at the pool party. So we was in the cafeteria, the auditorium board.
I don't understand what's
We was in
happening.
the auditorium board, and I had the VHS tape. That's how far back it was. I don't know when he was born.
Nigga,
We had the
you
VHS
just
tape.
dated yourself, okay.
I date myself often. I know what I like. You hear me? So I put the so we was sitting there chilling, watching like some weird stuff, and I was like, fuck this bullshit. Tomorrow I'm bringing the pool party joint. So I bought the NEG pool party joint and put it in, and we all sat there and watched the girls get busy in the pool party. No, first we playing go-go, and that's all like DC music. So it came on, we all partying, and then when the girls used the bottle, it was all like, oh! And they were like, and everybody was like, oh, I never saw it. I heard about it, but I didn't say it to you. Showed it to me. Then somebody, probably a feminist, snitched on me, and I got expelled. I'm about to go to Curl. It was my senior year. I'm about to go to Curl, but I ended up getting back in school.
Curl?
Yeah.
How do you spell that?
Archbishop Curl, C-A-R-O-L.
Carol?
Or C.
C-A-R-O-L-L?
R.
C-A-R-R-O-L-L.
Say it again?
Carol?
Curl.
Yeah.
Archbishop Curl. Archbishop Curl. I lived, of course, when I got my first apartment out of high school, was directly across the street
It
from me.
is
I
Arkansas.
remember that place too.
Huh?
I
You remember that spot?
I've been
Yeah.
pronouncing it wrong my whole life.
What Curl? It is Curl. It's not Carol.
It's not Curl.
It's Curl.
No, you're saying curl.
Like Curl. Like Curls I do on IG.
No.
No.
What about Christ
Okay.
I do on Christian Mingle? Ain't that your page?
No.
Christ I do
I'm not Christian, so.
Make my ass itch.
We done told you to get that looked at.
Oh.
It's been happening for years.
Some
You just
wipes.
open that door and
He just keeps
everybody
talking about it,
walks
and
in.
I'm like,
Wipes.
just go to the doctor, man.
Wipes, man.
Wow.
I use
He
wipes.
has wipes apparently.
And
Why are we
don't
talking about this?
I do use it.
Because he said his ass
Horrible.
itches.
No, I said you make my ass. It's just an allergic reaction to your fuckery.
What the hell?
So she, I don't understand, her fuckery and your ass itch because of her fuckery?
Whoa!
Something like that just sounds cool.
You let her fuckery enter your ass?
Whoa! Wow! First of all, I'm an anal virgin.
I tried to end
Can we
this
stop?
conversation.
Can we go somewhere else now? I am uncomfortable.
So-
That is too much.
So,
I am
to the-
drawing the line.
yeah.
So, anyway,
Thank
what
you.
are we talking about now?
Jesus, take the wheel.
Oh my God! Please take
Every
the
time
wheel.
I try to do a nice, respectable show, y'all come in here with this
You're the
ratchet
one
shit.
who
You know what? Speaking
So-
of anal sex.
Whoa!
Wow.
Yeah, let's
definitely
talk
not a
about
topic.
that.
That's definitely not a
No,
topic.
because let's. I'm not gonna say that. Never mind. We'll
I'm
say
just
that.
playing.
No,
What you talking
I
about?
Shit.
was gonna say something terrible.
You hope he gets fucked? And Lee asks when he goes to jail? Because that would be great. Because the police officer who shot Juan McDonald was found guilty. Not first degree murder, which it should have been. What was the exact charge?
It was second degree murder.
It was second degree? Okay.
Second degree murder. They haven't sentenced him yet, but he was carried off to prison to await sentencing.
That was a good segue.
God, you had the queen of segue, so
It's time.
I personally, how I felt about it, and everybody can go around the table. How I felt about it was, I was a little bit upset that it wasn't first degree murder. I've been tired of these second degree murders, and I got a feeling he won't get the time that I think he deserves. At the same time, I'm happy that there was a conviction. So I'm conflicted because it's like you want a conviction, but you don't want these little bullshit charges. And I want the charge that he deserves, first degree murder. So I am happy there was a conviction, and I guess I'll leave it. I won't leave it there. I will not poo-poo it, I'll say. Happy that there was a conviction. Poo-poo it.
No shit on it.
Yeah, like somebody said something, you poo-poo
like
on it.
shit on it?
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm not gonna it's nothing. Poo-poo is shit on it, but it's really like belittling. So whenever you belittle something, you
Is that a
poo-poo.
DC term? No?
Nah, I think that's American term.
I've never
It's
heard
American.
that.
Poo-poo?
I've never heard
The
that.
first
That's a new
one-
one.
No,
Okay,
no.
cool, because I've
No, I
heard
didn't
shit
make that
on
up.
it.
Did I make that up?
No, you did
I've
not.
heard shit
The
on
first
it.
time I heard it, I was in Arkansas.
Well, I mean, poo-poo and shit are the same thing. So
Yeah, but I just never heard anybody say poo poo. I just was.
Yeah, when you poo-poo and shit, all the same is the same
Okay,
thing.
can we get off?
But when you
But-
because our listeners need to know. Our listeners need to
No,
know.
they don't.
So when
What
you
are we
poo-poo
talking about,
something,
yeah?
so y'all, we belittle it. So if you poo-poo something, you belittle it. Just remember that. If you poo-poo, you belittle it. So they say y'all belittle something, like, don't be poo-poo and shit. Don't poo-poo my point.
I'm totally shitting on it.
Wow, wow. You use a
Let's do the
profane
adult
version?
one.
Yes.
Let's do the adult version.
You always want to do the adult version.
Goodness gracious.
So I am very happy that this man was convicted. I wish there were more. I wish the officer who killed Eric Garner was convicted. Had been
Which
like
all of them.
at least. Like they don't even indict these motherfuckers. So the fact
They
that
sent him home with pay.
yeah, so the fact that this one was actually convicted, that's like a huge thing. I'm not gonna undermine that. But
Paid vacation.
let's get the rest of them.
Um,
There are more.
I've,
And you're right. He probably won't serve the amount of time that he's supposed to.
I feel like this is just one to try to appease us. Like I feel like they pick like a couple every so often.
I mean,
to
this
like,
motherfucker shot him 16 times.
yeah, and this one is kind of bad, but
and he wasn't even walking towards the police officer. So it's like
trash.
how do you, and granted they justify
they
shit
get off
all the
on
time.
yes.
But like this one is really like, really nigga, you really gonna try
Well,
to get off? But
Let's be clear. The jury deliberated, and the jury found him not guilty of first-degree murder.
mm-hmm.
And the judge offered them the option of considering a second-degree murder plea, and then he was convicted.
I thought they gave the option for second degree murder at the beginning. Like as they were going to deliberate, you guys can do second degree. That's how I read it.
Yeah.
So my anger is that he introduced second degree, period, because they probably would have found him on first degree. But then the argument can be made that maybe they wouldn't have found him on first degree and he would have got off completely. So I guess it goes both ways, like women. But I'm not happy about it.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, it's a victory. Like this, at least this man is off the streets and he can't kill any more black people for a while. But at the same time, until we start seeing first-degree murder convictions, that it's not going to be effective. This isn't going to do much for him.
Yeah, and we should be happy about this, but we know so many times where there's no conviction. So keep that in mind, and just keep that in mind. And I'm gonna be talking louder because I listen to our podcast, and there's times with me specifically because of my vocal tone, I just kind of
Really?
Yeah, I am loud, but the texture of my voice is so
It
rich
doesn't do well.
that it doesn't project
carry,
well.
yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't carry because I'll hear y'all and
Lighter voices
like,
carry.
I'm looking at the thing like it's facing me. How are the girls so much louder than me? But it's the texture of my voice. It's bottom heavy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's way down there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope
So I
that
gotta-
man didn't catch
What this
up on
mean?
nothing you had said.
Okay.
I hope he blocked all of it out.
Wow. Why? So, what's that cop's name? Let's give him a big fuck you.
I'm
We should
not
have
gonna
a
say his name.
Okay,
I'm
don't
gonna
say
say
his
his
name.
name.
No,
So
No,
we
I'm
should-
gonna say his name. No.
We don't
No.
want to say his family and shit?
No.
No.
I don't
Okay,
want to say
all right,
no.
okay.
No. I don't even say his name. No. He's not
He's like
important.
a serial killer.
Oh.
Yeah,
People
he's
always
not
remember the serial
Yeah.
killer.
Ron
They don't know the
said the
victim.
officer that shot Tamir Rice is retired rehired in Ohio. So he's working again.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no one really actually.
See?
They always get
See?
rehired in another
See?
precinct,
That's
another
our
district somewhere
field
else.
correspondent. Shim Skrilla. Next topic, Dion.
It's a sad day, y'all. So yesterday, Brett Kavanaugh.
JB's friend from high school.
The Senate
They're
voted
about the same age.
to confirm him to the Supreme Court. And he was sworn in last night as our newest Supreme Court Justice.
Trash.
You can thank Susan Collins for that. Thanks, white women.
White women white women don't ride like they're supposed to. They be swearing in when it's feminist shit, but they vote for Trump and they
White
approve
women only want to be
goddamn-
equal to white men. White men.
Right, they don't care nothing about black.
They care nothing
No,
about
they don't.
equality for everyone else. They just want to
don't.
be equal to white men. That is
Right.
it.
Right. And
So they will vote against their own self-interest. Time and time.
time and time. God damn it, Mel said that shit. Time and time again. I was very. I was kind of resolute that it was going to happen, but I was also angry it was going to happen, and I felt the way about it happening, and I didn't know what to do to stop it. Like, it was one of them things when you see it happening, you're like, there's nothing I can do.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you gotta go to the bathroom and then you like running home and you got this and you get to the door and you try to unlock the door, but then you like doing this and then like a little come out and you like, fuck, I gotta get showered. Like it was nothing like you could do in that situation. So I'm looking at Brett Kavanaugh.
That was
The whole-
really
That was
descriptive.
just horrible.
I'm just saying. So I saw it coming and
That was pretty shitty.
I saw it happening and I didn't like it. It's like what's the thing called when you got a shit and say turn come out and come right back in?
Turtle head.
Turtle head? Yeah,
Oh,
it was like
what?
turtle head.
Oh, what?
What the fuck
Oh, what? Why do we keep going back to this? I'm not okay with this. Oh my God, what's wrong with y'all? This is like a shit kickback.
I'm
Shut
trying
up,
to paint
everybody.
a picture. I'm trying to paint a picture.
Why? Oh my God.
Mona Lisa. I'm trying to paint a picture.
What?
Mona
Who
Lisa.
does that? Who?
I'm trying to paint a picture of Mona Lisa.
Who does that?
Does what?
A turtle head.
You know turtle head? You never had turtle head?
You never heard that expression?
I don't think
What
so.
the
Wait.
Wow,
Like, you never been laughing, sneezing, and a little turtle come back in?
No.
No, that has never happened to me. I can say, I can guarantee
I
that.
never heard it going back in. Like,
I've never.
Prairie dog. No, it's called prairie dogging. It's called prairie dogging. That's just Google.
Can we get off this?
Look,
No.
Mel, Google prairie dogging. It's a thing. It is a real. No. It is a real term. It is a real term. Somebody Google prairie dogging. Somebody Google.
I don't want that on my Google search.
Google prairie dogging for me, please. Because the audience is curious. Somebody just Google prairie dogging.
Oh my God, I'll look for it. Can we continue?
We gotta wait till you find it.
Oh man.
Yo,
So,
that's
but
fucking
that
hilarious.
is the terminology that I've heard going on in the DC DMV area, and it's where like when you
We
like,
get it. We get it.
you
Yeah,
go
we got
back-
it. Yeah.
Oh my God.
you Google on private.
I'm always on private.
Incognito.
What's the definition?
So according
Oh,
to
Lord.
so first of all, I'm gonna give you like the Webster dictionary. First, that is the practice of looking over the wall of an office cubicle to observe coworkers. But wait.
There's
But
more.
there is an Urban
But wait,
Dictionary
There's more.
definition, of course, which is when you have to take a crap so bad that it feels as though the turd is moving in and out.
I told y'all.
The example, I have to use the restroom so bad that I'm prairie dogging it.
So I didn't make it up.
And then the second definition, when you have to go poop so bad that it keeps coming partially out and you suck it back in to avoid messing your pants. This usually happens on a long trip or when you can't get to a bathroom or when it would be socially inappropriate to take a dump. I had to take a crap so bad, I was prairie dogging like a whack-a-mole.
Wait, why your reaction just get like some backward?
Like a whack-a-mole.
I had crap so bad.
Listen from Arkansas.
I can't
So
stop.
and I use it in a sense when we went camping, I had to take a crap so bad I was prairie dogging until we got back to Georgia and back to Atlanta.
I'm ready to go to the next thing.
It's a real thing. I just want y'all to know because y'all be thinking like you making stuff up. I don't make stuff up all the time. Jeremy, back me up. I don't make stuff up all the time.
Oh, man.
Just sometimes on Thursday. We do the show on Sunday.
Oh my God.
So,
All right,
I think
y'all.
we can continue now.
next topic.
I think we can
Speaking
continue.
of turned up,
Yeah.
apparently there are drunk birds in Minnesota just
Flying
flying.
around prairie dog.
No.
You ever get shit on by a bird?
No.
Bird will
Yes.
shit on you?
I've had a bird shit on my head like twice.
Good
I
luck.
had a bird
I
shit.
know. I'm a lucky person.
I had a bird shit in my dreads. When I had locked me, I had my locks. My locks was down my shoulders. And one day I was just chilling, and then I was like,
You had dreads.
and because there's so much cushion, I was like,
Did it
I don't
happen?
know what happened. I was like, I feel like a bird shitting on me, dog. And I'm like, let me see the fuck out of here. And I was like, can you just look? And I was like, oh my God, dog. Ain't no goddamn bird.
Bird shit.
Well, yeah. And I was like, and I tested. I was like, ah! Because I was still in denial. I was like, are you sure? And then when I looked at it, I was like, oh, this son of a bitch prairie dog on me. I
No,
could
that's
tell 'cause
not
it wasn't-
prairie dog.
It wasn't a lot.
It's shit on you.
No,
It's
that's-
just
Oh,
prairie
he just shit
dog.
on
Prairie
me, shit
prairie
on
dog
me.
is when you suck it back in.
He took a
apparently.
shit.
Yeah, he took a shit. Yeah, he took a
You took a
shit.
shit.
He took a shit. Oh my God. Yeah, no, that's terrible. No, it's happened twice. One when I was about to go play mask, and then another time like.
Were you about to go play mask?
That's when you participate in carnival. It's called playing mask. That's like the term for it. You play mask.
So Arkansas shit.
No, that's actually Caribbean. That's actually like that's part of the
Is it
culture.
Caribbean or Caribbean?
No, it wasn't funny.
Caribbean or Caribbean?
Caribbean.
Caribbean?
Y'all don't say Caribbean?
Not really.
Y'all be
I
like,
used to when I was a kid, and it was Pirates of the Caribbean. I can't say it now.
Karuchi?
You-
What you saying? What? Karate chop?
I'm
You
done.
know what's funny? You know what's funny? When I say the word regularly, like I said, like alone, like it's Caribbean. But when I say the movie
Pirates of the
Caribbean, I say
Caribbean.
Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't say Pirates of the Caribbean. It's Pirates of the Caribbean.
See, I'm right. I told
No,
you.
we said it's Caribbean.
So how come you don't say Pirates of the Caribbean?
Because that shit, it's just
Because
what
what?
people
Because what?
call it.
Because what?
It's mispronounced.
Why do you mispronounce it?
Because people mispronounce it.
Why?
Anyway, because it's a mispronunciation. I don't know why. because
So
people
now
are
when we
silly.
say Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay, cool. We can do that.
I actually
Anyway.
know why about that.
JB, tell us
Yeah,
why.
JB,
Come on,
stop.
Harvard. Come on, Harvard.
Well, because there's a ride in Disney World called Pirates of the Caribbean. The ride was actually introduced in like I guess what was that, the 70s or 80s. Back then, the word Caribbean was
Caribbean.
prevalently mispronounced.
Oh my
So they
God.
called the ride Pirates of the Caribbean, and that is literally what the movies are based on.
Is the
So-
ride.
So
What?
that's why the
Wow.
word is intentionally mispronounced.
Can I bring up a fact? I think we
Like
just.
prerogative.
That's what I'm about to bring. Get out my mind.
Prerogative?
Get out my mind. So Bobby Brown and Teddy Riley decided to make a song called My Prerogative, but they misspelled it and they made it P-R-E. They made it prerogative. And the song became so popular, the fucking Webster's Dictionary changed the spelling of the word from P-E-R, prerogative, to P-R-E,
Prerogative.
based off of the song.
Yeah.
Based off the song.
Prerogative.
And,
It's
um,
my prerogative.
and that's just not even right.
Prerogative. No, it's not at all.
Prerogative.
And that's similar to if you look on any map in 2008, 19 going forward, they spell the state of Maryland. They spell it M-E-R-L-I-N because it's no longer Maryland or Maryland
no.
based on DMV slang.
No.
It's Maryland.
No.
It is. It's not.
Just-
How you
That's a
pronounce it?
lie.
How you pronounce it?
Maryland.
How?
Maryland.
You don't Bama. You have Bama because you said half right. How you say it?
Maryland.
Huh?
Maryland.
You like 40% Bama. How you say it? Al?
Maryland.
See, you 100% real nigga. JB,
Maryland.
100% real nigga. Y'all,
No.
ladies,
What do
get
you
it
call
together.
it?
Maryland.
Maryland.
She said
I call it-
she
I
put
call
a
it
Y in it.
Maryland.
She put a Y in it.
Yeah, I do too, Maryland.
Yeah, ain't no Y.
Yes, there is a Y.
No.
It's-
It's
yeah,
called
it's in
it's Maryland.
First of all,
How do you
Maryland.
spell
I'm
Maryland?
from Maryland.
Right,
So-
you from
Where you from?
DC.
Where you from?
And wait, are y'all all from
Don't be
DC?
grabbing
Where
your
are you
ass.
from? You
Don't
from
grab
DC,
your
right?
ass. You ain't
You
gonna be
from
grabbing your
DC,
ass.
right? Not from, yeah, y'all all from DC though. That makes
I'm
sense.
from Maryland.
Oh no, I grew up in
You,
Maryland.
now, okay.
I'm from Maryland, okay?
You
And it's
from where?
Maryland.
You from where?
Maryland.
Maryland?
She
Based
didn't
on
say
Mary, based on
I didn't
Mary?
say Maryland.
She didn't say
Mary.
Maryland.
Say, pronounce Mary.
Mary?
Pronounce Murray?
Yeah, you say it the way you say it.
Mary.
Oh my
Air,
God.
like air,
No,
like air you
no,
breathe.
no.
Mary.
Mary, yes.
Wow.
I'm from
Top.
Maryland.
You pronounce
though.
Mary.
Mary?
Say it again.
Mary?
Mary?
Oh, that was you like half and half. You like Arnold Palmer.
Shut up.
That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad.
It's
That wasn't
Maryland.
bad. That wasn't
It's
bad.
Maryland.
Nah, you fucking up.
I just
Ain't no
want to
D on
circle
it.
back real quick.
There
is
Because
a
we kind of
It's Merlin. No. Like
No.
Brooklyn Zoo.
So-
No.
I just want to
What
say
was that from?
that fucking
You know what it is?
FBI investigation was a total sham.
Sham.
And I don't understand how you can call it an investigation when you don't even investigate.
You didn't even interview
the-
anyone.
You didn't interview the two people.
The
The
two
two
people
main
that
people who
said
were involved.
They
in
didn't
it.
interview anyone. What did they do? What did they do? What kind
What
of
did they do?
investigation was
'Cause
done?
You didn't interview Brett
What did you
Kavanaugh, and
do?
You didn't interview Christine Blasey Ford. So
Did
who
they
the
go to
fuck
like
did
a?
you
Did they
interview?
go to like a seance? Like I don't understand. There's no. I don't understand. What did they investigate?
Well, I'll tell you, as soon as the Republican female senators were arguing in favor of this investigation,
They got let go.
I knew it was a scam because I mean this was all a shell game. That I think they knew this shit was gonna pop up and they dealt with it because the strategy was damn near perfect. Like there weren't really any mistakes. They let the Democrats humiliate themselves with this shit. There's no fucking way this man should be in office right now.
Nope.
And I feel like our representatives and our government mishandled this shit.
Our representatives are pussies.
They
They have no
like,
balls.
When I found out that Feinstein held on to this information for 3 weeks at the request of the witness, I was like, y'all really don't care about what's going on because
Maybe
honestly,
y'all don't know.
Don't
No.
show.
I
Don't care about what's going on in the hood.
I understand respecting people's privacy and that is very important.
I've only seen that.
But the fact of the matter is that she did give this information to a U.S. senator.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why did she do that? It should they should have jumped on this shit with everything.
I mean, and even
I think they did Christine Blasey Ford a disservice
Yeah.
with this shit. Like,
I'm just like, how do you even confirm this dude when you can clearly see that he doesn't have the temperament to be on the Supreme Court?
He's an embarrassment.
Like, his behavior was so deplorable. Like,
Embarrassment.
oh my gosh.
I got some questions. I don't know if y'all can answer them, but I hope somebody can. How do we? What is there anything we could have done to prevent this
No.
from happening?
No.
No.
Aside from
No.
Trump voting against Trump, is there anything after he got in
Oh.
office that we could have done?
No.
So we just short. It just,
Yeah,
it's
we
just
were
fucked.
fucked.
Yeah, no,
So-
there's nothing we can do.
Ruth
Cause I kept feeling like we should do something, but I didn't know what
There's
the fuck to
nothing we
do.
can do.
Ruth Bader
There's
Ginsburg.
literally nothing. Yeah, please don't. Oh my
So-
God. We gotta hold on.
So going forward, the strategy is voting against Trump to keep this from happening.
Yeah,
Well, the strategy is
midterms.
the midterm elections.
Yeah,
We
midterms
Yeah,
are next
in
month.
November.
can take control of the Congress.
Yes.
And if you haven't registered to
Possibly the
vote,
Senate. Then
Yeah.
yeah.
They
Because right
were
now-
saying that women are primed to take control of the Senate, which would, Republican or Democrat, which would thwart anything he tried. I was reading USA Today article.
what do you mean by women would take over?
that literally, there was like, it could be a majority, instead of being like majority Republican, majority Democrat, it'd be majority women.
Well, we've seen that doesn't.
I was gonna say I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
that
just
doesn't equal
I'm just going by USA Today.
No, no,
They said that,
Republican women.
and I was saying that. So no, that doesn't work.
No,
Yeah,
not
no.
In
necessarily.
theory, it should, but in practice, it won't.
Yeah, no,
We
because
just-
they're gonna, they're gonna be thinking
Sorry.
about the
Particularly
If they confirm,
Republican
yeah,
women.
Yeah,
that-
Republican
that
women
changed,
will
that's
vote against their own best interests.
Republican
You just
women
said that. You're right.
confirmed
Yeah.
Kavanaugh.
You're right.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. They
Super
gave them the
fucking
go ahead.
Collins.
They were the swing vote. They
Yeah.
would have.
Republican
kept
women
him out.
voted Trump in office.
Yeah,
Never forget.
53%.
Yep.
Fun time.
White women created Gilead. Never
That's what
forget.
happened in Handmaid's Tale.
Never
Yeah.
forget.
Sometimes you can be an instrument
Serena.
of your own destruction.
But they created faces
Serena
too.
Joy.
So
Mm-hmm.
you gotta give them a little credit.
What?
Huh?
Oh my
I
God.
saw it to myself.
What in the world? Okay.
Oh,
Next
to
topic.
the Donald Trump Shut Up Stupid Award. You take
Hey.
this one. Your boy.
Alright. So Alexa's favorite rapper, Kanye West, after his Saturday Night Live debacle last week, decided to send out some tweets. One of his tweets said that he wanted to abolish the 13th Amendment. The 13th Amendment is the amendment that, and I'm going to say it this way. The way I say it is not going to be how it reads, but I'm going to say it the way it really is. The 13th Amendment converted slavery from everyday practice to a punishment for criminals.
Yes.
And he said he wanted to get rid of that. In essence, what he said was, we get rid of the 13th Amendment, we go back into slavery. What I'm hoping he meant was get rid of the caveat in the...
That's what he meant. That is what he meant. He came back and said, like, that's what he meant. Was like, oh no, I used bad language. I should have said amend, not abolish. But Kanye is just stupid.
He suffers from foot and mouth disorder.
He just be doing stuff.
So he's constantly putting his foot in his
he just
mouth.
be doing stuff. Like, and it's just
because
stupid.
He's not informed and he wants to speak.
Yeah.
And it's like what we say in the nation is you do the knowledge before the wisdom. So you look, listen, learn, observe, and respect before you speak and act. So you do knowledge before wisdom. He be doing wisdom before knowledge, and you can't get to understanding that way. The only way to get to understanding is knowledge, wisdom, then understanding. Look, listen, learn, observe, and respect. Move and speak. Understand. You know what I'm saying? And he does it backwards. Like, he does wisdom, knowledge. He speaks and then tries to correct it afterwards. He like a nigga that went to jail and just learned some quick shit and came out speaking it and sounds stupid as fuck. It's like, you can't read one article and think you're a professional or an expert on the topic. And that's my issue with Kanye. Like, because when you combine all the times he's misspoke with the MAGA hat and the rhetoric, even when he tries to clean it up, it's suspect. It's like, you cleaned it up. What, did somebody tell you you better clean it up? Because he said so much bullshit that I don't know what to trust. So when he says, oops, I misspoke, I'm like, did you really? Or did Adidas tell you to clean that shit up because they got shoes to sell in a month?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He already lost his NBA deal based on the flashiness of the shoe, which is their excuse. But I think they just pretty much said, fuck you, we ain't wearing your shoes. But they blamed it on the reflectors on the shoes. So he's losing a lot of money right now. And I'm wondering if Adidas is like, shut the fuck up, nigga. Like, we done lost the fucking NBA deal because of your ass? And I wonder.
I mean, the world fell in love with the nerdy, geeky, kind of corny, really insecure guy with mental problems who happens to be a genius, you know. So,
musical genius.
Yeah, I was gonna say musical
genius.
prodigy is probably a better way to describe him. But I mean that again, being a genius in one category doesn't make you brilliant in everything. And I think he just tries too hard. He just trying too hard. He reminds me of that nerdy, corny kid who was just too loud and too wrong in everybody's face when they shouldn't be. I just had to learn to ignore him.
Kanye is lost.
When you invite the nerds, well, I won't even say nerds. When you invite the Bammers to the pool table, it's bound to break up like a pool table. And that's what happened with Kanye. He was a Bammer that got invited to the pool table because he made good beats. You know what I'm saying? But he's still a Bammer. You know what I'm saying?
That's
that always
literally
true?
what I'm saying.
But Kanye? Kanye was always lame as fuck. He was always lame as fuck. Like, niggas always thought Kanye was lame. Kanye was lame as fuck. Like, lame as fuck his whole life. But he made some good music, so it was like, say, you sound good, nigga. Kanye dressed weird, then he tried to go on.
Because I know people at first were like turning him down, like for even rapping, because they were like, "No, you don't. That's not your role. Like you do the beats, like you."
Because it was a Bama.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I understand now why that they were saying that.
It wasn't because his beats were so good. It's like you could everybody can't rap well, but he got good beats. Like fuck, he was on Rockefeller. Like put Jay-Z on that song, put Cameron on that song, get Memphis Bleak, get Benny Siegel on those songs. That's a hit album. And they was like, no. Because he was lame. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to say he was a nerd because I don't think he's book smart. He just a bam. He a lame ass nigga that can make good beats. And we accepted that shit. You know, that's why Anna Rose, laughing and shit. Like, the lame niggas do win sometimes. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. But it's like, he's just a lame nigga. That's why we got nothing from Bammers.
You know what? And Kim Kardashian does like lame niggas.
She does.
Because Ray J is lame as fuck. Chris Humphries is lame as fuck. Kanye, I mean,
Yeah, she dated Jeremy for like 2 years. Kim Kardashian.
Hey.
Whoa.
Hey.
Whoa.
Hey.
Whoa.
Hey.
Whoa.
That wasn't very nice.
That was not nice at all.
Wow.
You just called Jeremy Lane.
That's my nigga.
Yeah, you called him lame though.
No, I didn't.
You
I
did.
said she dated him. I was saying she only dated one cool person, which was Jeremy. See?
That's
wasn't
not
what
at all
you
what you
said.
did.
That is-
Okay.
Why y'all trying to come between me and Jeremy?
We're not.
You're trying to come between you and Jeremy.
At least I
Come
get
on
a
the
nice
boosh.
house.
No.
What you say,
At
Jeremy?
least I get a nice house.
I'm Fairman, you're a boosh.
Wow, you
Send
don't
in
do
your boosh. Oh, send in your boosh. That shit funny as hell.
That shit ain't even funny.
I'm laughing.
It's
So
quite hilarious.
hilarious.
You hear Dave Chappelle
But-
narrate. Have you heard T.I. CD? Dave Chappelle narrates it.
No,
Dave
T.I.
Chappelle narrates it.
That's
I
great.
haven't listened to it. I need to listen to it.
T.I. is
And I love
randomly
T.I.
one of my top 5 rappers of all time. Top 5 favorite. I'm not gonna say he's one of the top 5 best, but who I like,
Me too.
he's one of my
Yeah,
top
me
5
Me too.
favorites.
Me
That's
too.
my nigga. That I'm gonna do my New York. That's my guy. That's my guy.
My God.
T.I. is my guy.
My man.
My man. My man.
Two,
Huh?
nothing, man, nothing.
Speaking
Going
of
through
another
problems
brother
over
doing
here.
big things, our
Yeah.
Brian Shine
My thighs
Award
cover my
goes
legs
to
hurt sometimes.
John Legend. We're just ordinary Negroes. Pay attention.
That's what I'm saying.
Nigga don't know.
What? I'm paying attention.
Pay the fuck
John
attention.
Legend is-
John
To the
Legend.
camera?
John Legend.
John
Grind and
Legend.
Shine Award.
Am I giving it?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know. Like, why I gotta give it? John Legend won the Grind and Shine Award.
Why did he win the Grind and Shine
He is the
Award?
recipient of the Andre Ingram.
The Andre Ingram Grind and Shine Award because he is the first African American,
Man.
black, Negro, nigga, G, to win
Male?
male
Ah.
to win an Oscar, Emmy, Tony, and Grammy. Well, how do you pronounce it? EGOT, Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony. EGOT. Okay, EGOT. What if I wanted it to be told? Like Tony, Oscar, Emmy.
You'd be wrong, but okay.
Is that in the Constitution?
Probably not. 'cause
Oh,
it has
oh,
nothing
so
to
I'm
do
right.
with
So I'm right. So he was the first, became the first African American male.
Constitution.
I'm trying to.
It's
Can you
probably
stop
in the
interrupting me?
dictionary though.
He's not interrupting me.
It probably is in the dictionary.
Can
yeah,
you?
he was wrong.
I can't work under these conditions.
Okay.
I didn't know
So
the Constitution
he won.
besides
He won an
spelling.
EGOT.
So he became the first African. He became the first black man
Get it
to
together.
win an EGOT, which is Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. He accomplished that feat in this feat in 2018. I think he did it about a month ago, but we were celebrating so many other brilliant African Americans that we didn't get a chance to get to him when he actually did it. So we wanted to circle back around and say, brother, we love you. Congratulations. We're proud of you. You make us feel good. It's a wonderful, wonderful feeling that you are amongst the 15 humans to ever do that. And I also want to shout out one of our sisters, one of our aunties. Hey, auntie. Whoopi Goldberg, who also was one of EGOT,
Yeah,
Emmy,
she's the
Grammy,
first-
Oscar, Tony.
she's the
Black
black
person,
person. Period.
Yeah,
Period.
in
And
2002.
With her beautiful locks and her unapologetically blackness.
Oh,
And
Miss
her-
Seeley.
and she did date a lot of white men, and she did have Sam dancing in blackface. She did some things, but she did some things. and
Anyway,
but
Whoopi Goldberg is
Whoopi-
like, congratulations. Yeah, it's great.
Karen.
Karen,
That's her real name.
that's her real name.
What?
Karen.
Her real name?
Beverly?
Wait, what?
It's Karen something.
Beverly?
Wait, Whoopi Goldberg?
Yeah.
That's not her name?
No. Goldberg is a Jewish name. She's
I
Goldberg
know,
is
but
a
I
name.
didn't know.
adopted name.
What is it? But
Let me
I mean,
look
my
it up.
last name is like Madison, Maud's son. It's English. I don't know. I don't know what the.
You is person making English. You is.
Huh?
That shit is Arkansas.
Yeah, Karen Elaine
Arkansas.
Johnson.
Karen who?
What?
Karen Elaine Johnson.
That's her real name, y'all. I did not know Whoopi Goldberg was not
KJ.
called Whoopi.
KJ.
That's a stage name. Yo, my mind is blown right now.
I'm
What?
girls get horny too?
Yeah.
Huh? What?
Big mouth.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yo, that's crazy.
I'm keeping it on it because
I don't want to hear any
confess
spoilers.
it. There's no spoilers.
Okay.
My real name isn't New the Mayor.
That's correct.
Like I'm gonna give it a buck. I have a government name.
If you want to know his government.
My government name
It's
is
not the same
Niall
as his birthday.
Tyreek Newman.
It's Tyreek.
How would you pronounce it?
Tariq.
Tyreek?
Tariq.
Oh, no, that's
There's a difference in spelling.
Yeah.
So,
Tyreek ain't even real. It's Tariq.
well,
C-A-
Tyreek
Tyreek.
will be
T-A-R.
T-Y.
Can you prove that I said it?
Yes.
Yes.
We can watch the show.
Yes.
We'll watch it.
You
We'll
want to
get
stop
back
it and watch it now?
No.
We're going to end the show prematurely so we can.
No. Oh, there's no minutes, but we'll figure it out. It's like 40 minutes in. Good. Go ahead.
More like 50 minutes in because that starts like 10
Oh, yeah,
minutes.
It's
that was
45. It's 45. It's
Sure.
45.
Okay,
Like your
so.
president. Is that a segue? Do we have a track
Hey,
song?
is that a segue?
That,
Is
So,
that
yeah.
a segue?
no.
No.
Oh,
Unless you want to segue to break.
I mean, we got just
what
about
time is
that
it?
time. Oh, wait, can we announce the question
we
of
got
the
to
week?
announce the question of the week.
Yeah.
So the question of the week is what music are you listening to? This is not a controversial question, but we still want to know what music you're listening to. And if you're listening to it on a CD, a streaming, a cassette tape, a 33, or a 45.
I don't know
So
what
my
a
45 was still a segue.
I don't even
My
know what a
45
I don't know what a 33 or a 45 is.
records,
I don't know what
vinyl, the
45 is.
records, the big record that the entire album is a 33.
Long
The
play.
little record that had 1 or 2 songs on it is called a 45.
I didn't know they had two different sizes.
They actually.
Oh, really?
There was 3 different sizes?
Yeah, there
No, there
was.
wasn't.
There was 78s. The really little ones, the tiny ones. It had like
Yeah.
little stories and stuff.
Records. 45, 33. You heard of a 78?
Yeah,
No, I've seen the little tiny ones.
the little tiny.
That's a 45.
No,
We can look it up,
this
y'all. Let's
big.
go to the break.
45s are like this big. I've seen ones that are like this big.
Yes.
We're going to look it up on break. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Encourage you while we're on break to share the show. We're coming right back. You know how we do. We got a whole slew of we got a trolley of topics coming back.
Oh, a what?
Huh?
A troll?
I was talking to myself.
Okay.
He can't save me.
Okay.
He can't save me.
All right.
Nobody can.
So we'll be right back. After these messages, we'll be
be
right
right
back. Hi, I'm not only a member, I'm the president of the Hair Club. When I first came to Georgia, I was bald.
Can we go?
Yeah, 78 records.
And then
No,
Oh,
they were actually the really big ones.
they were the really big ones.
Okay, but what were the little ones?
They weren't no little ones.
But there,
Oh,
no, there
those were
were.
the little mini ones, like short stories and stuff. So they were chopped, but they were at a regular speed.
Okay.
Were they at 45 speed?
I don't know. But they
Y'all be
they
making
had,
up
like
shit.
short stories.
A lot of times Mel just make up shit. She be like, yeah. it's how
Really,
it's how-
nigga?
Huh?
Really?
I was talking to myself.
You were.
I was talking to myself.
You definitely were.
Can we take a break?
You better look away.
I'm ready.
I'm ready to go say hi to John.
Will somebody go downstairs?
Well,
I'm ready for that
you
move.
get up.
You act like I got it, like
I
I'm
need
stopping
you to
you.
move.
Who?
Oh,
You.
Jesus.
I can't move until she move. Why you say Mel? I want you to move. Why you had to say me?
I'm
And
just
here I
saying
am already
something
moved and he
moved.
still ain't moved.
I was outside.
Yes, he ain't.
Oh my gosh. You know, okay. Not since I came from outside. Look at Scott. Look at you, baby. I'm not giving you no food.
Have peace.
Crepes. Crepe. Yeah, banana and Nutella. Yes. you out of here?
This I sound best.
Wait.
Oh, fucker.
That wasn't even me.
Black ass nigga.
Yo.
Damn.
Black ass nigga. Yo. You black ass.
Wow, baby.
Yep.
Yeah, the 1970s hit. I don't know why. Hey, you got it. I don't know. No smoke. No smoke. No smoke. Damn.
Lovely. I have like,
You never be?
oh no, sorry. I have a little bit of that food left. That should be. Can I eat it?
I don't know. I should have so much too, and I'm just getting very exhausted. You trying to pull up on Marcus Buster?
No, Mario's Buster.
Work? That's how they say it.
This weekend, all
Publix is probably still open.
first day of the week, so get it.
That's you.
Alright, let's do it.
Between the two of us.
Let's go. Let's go. Ricky.
Oh, JB hit him with the socks.
He said JB hit him with the
I didn't see that. Yo.
JB hit him with the
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like the socks. The shoes are nice. Yeah, it's like a nice little combo. Them socks, boy, yeah. The JB hit him with the socks.
Hey, y'all gotta watch JB socks when they come back up here. Everybody look at JB socks.
That's funny as shit.
All right, everybody. Hey, everybody, if you share the show,
I left my country upstairs.
Oh Lord.
Oh, boo.
my 4 down does it that.
We tripping, man. We ain't stop each other.
It's all good. I guess. We ain't stop the
Pour more in it. That's a.
podcast. We don't even stop the
Oh,
podcast.
shoot. We
Got a
forgot.
little break. If you're listening on iTunes or Ustream or Spotify or any podcast app, we normally stop it right then. Didn't do that today though.
Can we crop it out?
Mm,
No. Okay. We need to figure out how to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and it's a couple other things because we can. We can do a lot that we're not doing. I downloaded the app where we can record the audio in a separate file and then upload it to the Anchor app. It's a lot of things we can do. It gets a little more complicated, and I can't do all that shit. I don't want to do all that shit.
Y'all like my shirt?
That shit fly as fuck, boo. I'm gonna order me
I got
some
the
sweet
sweet
fries.
Auburn Festival.
I'm gonna spoil myself, and I'm gonna order me some
You don't
pizza
deserve
fries.
any kind of spoiling.
I definitely deserve
What
spoiling.
the fuck you don't?
Yes, I do.
You just no.
I
You
spoil
don't.
myself every day.
That's all you do. Buy me some shit. Give me some fries and some wings. Can I get some fries and some wings?
No, I'm sorry.
What the hell?
No.
Can I get some fries and some wings?
No.
Fuck you mean, no?
No.
Buy me some fries and wings.
I don't want to.
Why you don't want to?
I'm spending a lot. I just have to sign over $21,000. I don't.
Erroneous.
Not erroneous. That's a lot of money.
I saw the. Oh, you buy some fries.
No, I don't. That's not money
You
I
buy
have.
some fries.
You don't even know how much I'm making. It doesn't matter
I
anymore.
do know how much you make.
Nope.
I
I don't
what
have
you
the
make?
money. It
You
doesn't
buy some
matter.
fries,
I
that's
know.
fine.
Can you just share the show?
If
we're talking?
anybody tuned in, audio or video, say what you doing.
I just shared.
What you doing with the podcast?
I'm about to
Thank
bring
you.
it back up.
Why'd you take it down?
I didn't intend to. It took itself down. It's not.
JB be doing shit.
I didn't do shit to it.
He's a
I
JB
didn't
doing
touch
shit.
JB like it's still recording. I don't know why it's down.
Well, I checked it before I moved over.
Yeah, let's keep sharing because right now we're up to probably the
Yeah,
let's
we're
keep
looking
going.
good.
All right,
We're
so
looking
let's
good.
get into
Everybody that's tuned in, share the podcast. Part 2 starts right now. It is October the something. What's today's date?
The 8th, no 7th.
October the 7th, which is God Supreme being Black Man from Asia. I'm
No,
Head.
no.
I'm Head. What?
Come on.
No, I don't.
Do the show.
No, don't rush me,
Rush you.
Missy.
Hurry up.
Welcome back to KickbackTV live from Atlanta, also known as the Black CNN, and the revolution will be televised. I'm New the Mayor, the Righteous Ratchet. If you throw it, I'll catch it. If you got it, I'll match it. Every Sunday at 7, we right back at it. Shaolin.
Fantastic. I'm gonna stop doing it if you're gonna do it like that every time.
What's up, y'all? It's your
What's
girl,
wrong with
So
you?
Mello,
You
also known as Melanie Dion of House Forehand, the Queen of Creeps, the Breaker of Men, also known as the Conscious Creep. Stop! Whoa, can we please stop?
It's a lot
What's
of
wrong with
shit
you?
out there right now.
You get it together.
Y'all, this
Right
is
now.
JB Frank. I'm that gangster geek representing Nerds with Attitude and
Sorry.
NWA.
Had to
Happy
straighten my
Sunday,
child out.
everybody.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Pandora Alexis, aka Curls I Do Adore on IG. I'm the learned hippie otaku. Hello again.
Stay at time out. This is
Yeah.
my 40-year-old toddler.
42.
They doing the most right
Your
now.
face. Claim them years.
That's
Alright,
him.
anyway.
That's cool. I look good for 42. All little young joints like me, they would.
So what are you guys listening to? You know what?
Huh?
I'm gonna rewind this back
Can you-
because right before the show came on,
Whoa.
hold on.
Okay.
Right before the show came on, I saw something amazing pop up on my phone. Okay, and
Was it on your phone?
yes, right before the show.
Okay. All right. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Anyway.
You know,
He don't clearly, because I know where his mind is, but he's about to be like, oh, that's right. Because I got an alert that showed the Golden State Warriors at practice. See? See the light just went on. And
no.
it shows Steph Curry making this backwards half-court one-handed shot.
That was a
He
perfect description.
made it backwards.
Yeah.
If y'all don't understand what she means, I'm gonna show you. He was at half court like this. Y'all the basket.
He dribbled like 3
He was
times.
like this, and then he did like this. And it went in.
This nigga's fucking
He's
amazing.
genius.
Like he is literally,
Just so gorgeous.
he's the greatest shooter, definitely of my time. Like I can't. You know what? This is just unfair at this point. If y'all haven't seen it, I encourage you to look it up. But Steph Curry is amazing. Like this dude can shoot from
Steph
anywhere
Curry
on the
is sauce.
on the court.
How y'all stream the Kamaki stopping at the same spot?
Steph Curry with the shot, boy. Did you go? Oh, it definitely said broadcast interrupted. Oh, but it's still on.
but it stops at the same spot. Okay, okay, it's working now. It's showing me standing up. All right, Mitchell, no, don't stand up because it threw the camera off or something.
Sure.
I made that up.
Oh man,
But
it's
yeah,
pretty terrible.
my boobs look pretty big. Like the lettering on my shirt.
You looks terrible.
Maybe not. Maybe okay, just cleared up.
Yeah, it was
Cool.
kind of
Anyway,
blurry.
so okay, cool. So
Yeah.
It's kind of what?
Blurry.
How you say it?
Blurry.
Blurry. How you say blurry?
blurry,
You say blurry.
blurry,
You say blurry.
blurry.
You say like blurry or some shit like that. Blurry.
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 Yeah.
Say it again.
Jury.
So the question of the week.
Arkansas.
So
It's not my fault. So the question of the week was, what music are you listening to? So,
I've been listening to some blurry songs.
some blurry.
oh boy.
Well, I've been listening to a lot of new music because I'll start with the biggest story of the last couple of weeks is Lil Wayne's Carter 5.
Yeah, that's what I'm listening to.
I've been a huge Lil Wayne fan up until the Carter 4. And that, like, all those little mixtapes and weird rock and roll albums and all that shit in the space, he lost me. So I've been waiting to get the Lil Wayne that I grew up loving back. And he's back on this new CD. I'm not going to say it's a classic. I'm not going to say it's the best thing ever, but I enjoy it.
You're literally the only person on my timeline that has said that.
Yeah, because people like, it's in style to hate on Lil Wayne. It's like all of a sudden nobody likes Golden State. Everybody hates Steph Curry. It's like, why do you hate Steph Curry?
I don't know.
What did he do?
I haven't listened to it, so I can't, really give a fair analysis of this, but I find it odd that you are literally the only person on my timeline that likes it.
Well, I mean, like me and all the industry niggas like it. Like all us in the industry like it. You know what I'm saying? These little random niggas on Facebook might not like it. Who the fuck
likes
are
it?
they? Joe Budden, Meek Mill, like industry niggas that rap. We recognize talent. Kendrick Lamar, like, we recognize
I
talent.
can't give it a
I
fair,
actually like it
objective
too.
opinion.
I think the
Jamie like it too.
I think the punchlines are back. I think.
Yep.
Yeah, I think
That song he did with Kendrick is
Mhm.
fucking amazing.
it's good.
Alexis, what was your analysis?
Gene, you make it past the intro.
Of the Lil Wayne? No,
Yeah.
I listened to like maybe 4 or 5 songs on it. It was cool, it was different than what I'm used to from Lil Wayne, but I like that he tries different things. The first track made me very uncomfortable. I was talking about that before the show. Like I didn't really, I didn't like hearing his mom cry. Like great, that was cool. Like I understand. Like that's what you wanted to put on it. I respect that. I just personally didn't like it too much because like it was a lot of crying. I was just like, okay, like I get it. Like you really love him. Like I love that you love him. But let's go to that.
And then the song that follows that is "Don't Cry," and it features XXX Temptation.
Yeah,
Tentacion. And he killed that chorus. Like
yeah, that shit is.
I wasn't a fan or not a fan. I just didn't hear none of that Triple X shit until he died. And now that I'm hearing more and hearing him on that song, I'm like, yeah, he had a little bit of talent. Like he was one of them guys that could have probably done something, but he wasn't gonna reach me because he's just too young. But I like that chorus. The standout tracks to me are the Joe Kendrick Mona Lisa. Start the shit off right, featuring my wife Ashanti. That's part of the hit record on there. What about he had an R&B song where he's singing "What About Me"? I like that jump. Mess. God took his time with me. He's talking about some shit. It's not just random punchlines, metaphors, and songs that don't make sense. Like he talked about when he tried to kill himself. He's talking about some things, which I feel like he did every now and then. And most people feel like he never talked about shit. Like the nigga made a song called George Bush, all about what happened with the administration with Katrina. And that ain't about something that I don't know what talking about something is.
Was that on the mixtape or was that on the album?
That was on the mixtape. But on this album, he had a song called God Bless America, where he talked about all the things going on with black people in America. So, I mean, like, I've seen interviews where he said dumb ass shit. I'm not going to pretend he didn't. Like, he Kanye'd a few interviews. He was Kanye before Kanye. I ain't gonna lie. But he said songs where he's talked about stuff.
I think people who solely listen to Lil Wayne's albums don't know the full scope of Lil Wayne's, like,
Career.
they don't understand like how smart he actually is. His mixtape
People
music
that
is
listen
totally different
to
from
Lil
album
Wayne's
music.
singles, because every album he talks about something.
Yeah, but
He
his
got a
mixtapes
song.
are definitely different.
His
than
mixtapes are better. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
But on every album he talks about something. It might now. I keep it 100. It might be one song. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all. It act like he do more than what he do. That ain't my role. My point is that he gives you at least one song with a little bit of substance. Niggas they be like, Lil Wayne never talk about nothing. I'll be like, what are you listening to? You know, like Jay-Z said, do you fools listen to music or do you just skim through it? Like when they say that shit, I be like, you don't listen. So I can't take your opinion for shit. But I like the new city. It's not great, but it's really good. And I'm still listening to it. Especially the song with Ashanti. We're gonna start this shit off right. Got badass bitches in the house.
That's probably
tonight.
the worst
Come
song on the album.
Have you heard it?
Nope.
See,
It has Ashanti on it.
Ashanti is a saint.
No.
Ashanti is a saint.
No, you're
You
a
was not.
stan.
Whoa.
You are a stan.
I'm a mic stand.
No, you're a stan.
I just appreciate her amazing talent. She's in the Guinness Book of World Records.
Amazing talent?
She's in the Guinness Book of World Records. Is your favorite singer in the Guinness Book of World Records or not?
I don't know.
Say yes or no.
But either
yes or
way,
no? Yes or no?
amazing
Okay,
talent is
thank you,
debatable.
Thank you. So it's debatable. So it's not a fact that she's not talented. It's not a fact. Have you seen
I
her?
think most people would agree with me that she's not
Have you
talented.
seen her thighs?
What do her thighs have to do with anything?
I rest my case.
Her having thighs is a talent now?
Well, no, her singing and songwriting ability is what
Singing? We're gonna call
Jay-
Ashanti does singing?
J-Lo received the Video Vanguard.
J-Lo can't sing either,
Yeah,
so
but
that's a
it
bad
was Ashanti
example.
singing, but if she wins awards, then we definitely gotta give it up for Ashanti.
The singing is not good.
Are we
But
going to
okay.
talk about other music that we listen to this
Yeah,
week?
let's.
Oh, so Carter 5, do you have something you want to contribute? I got more, but I'll let you go.
Well, I'm just going to give like a whole bunch of things. Because I've been kind of all over the place this week. I've been listening to a lot of Afrobeat. I've been listening to a lot of like weird, I don't know, a lot of music that's like not mainstream so much. So I've been really listening to some Tiny Desk concerts. And today I listened to one with Tank and the Bangers. And like, she's just so talented. And like her and like her whole band is talented. Like I love it.
Tiny Desk concerts?
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm sorry. Tiny Desk concerts are this
Did
thing.
you Cardi B her just now?
No, she
No.
went like she reversed the tape,
Yeah.
like she like rewinded it. So Tiny Desk concerts are this thing that NPR does, National Public Radio. I listen to NPR on the radio, and they also have NPR Music. And Tiny Desk is like literally the offices in Washington D.C. for NPR Music. They will allow people to come in and perform. So I mean, they have them with all kinds of different artists. Anderson .Paak, I was watching some of the Anderson .Paaks today, which is really good. My photographer actually introduced me to like a whole bunch of these Tiny Desk concerts that I didn't know were actually out there. Like T.I. just did one like a couple weeks ago. Like it's like a lot of different types of music, and it's like a wonderful thing to watch. And it's like maybe 15 to 20 minutes long. So it's a great concert. I wish I could go. I was trying to find tickets, but I don't think you can just go.
They're in DC?
Yeah, they're in DC though. So like I was like, man, that would be cool to go to a Tiny Desk concert. Like that would be cool. Like it's literally inside the offices of NPR Music, and they're like in a little corner, and there's like a desk, like a couple desks in front of them, and I think they won. What's the one with the angel? Like what's the award with the angel? Like with the thing?
The Oscar? No,
Yeah,
no.
the Emmy? I don't know, but they won one of those. So now it's like
It might be
sitting-
the Emmy.
Yeah,
Okay, so like, and it's sitting on the desk. Like it's a really great series. So I've been listening to Tiny Desk. I've also discovered something called Earth Gang.
Earth Gang,
Right,
J.
really
Cole.
man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm
Mm-hmm.
I'm honestly, I'm not the big. I still haven't listened to J. Cole's new album.
No, it's the,
I like it, but it's a little challenge.
I like
I like
some
who
of
he
the,
is.
and I like
I
who he
don't
is
like all
too.
of his music.
But I really don't like things that are like big,
Yeah.
like right then. I've also been listening to No Name, who used to be No Name Gypsy.
You know, Name was pretty good.
Or No Name.
Yeah, or No Name, but
And
yeah, No Name
that
Gypsy.
Earth Gang new single, Stuck, I like that jump.
And I've also been listening to, like I said, I've been listening to Afrobeat. So like Afro B, who is like an actual person, not Afrobeat, Afro B, with Drogba, and also Wizkid with Ojo Alegba, which is like a beautiful song. And yeah, I've been listening to a lot of that kind of music. So I've been all over the place, really. All over the place.
T.I. dropped a new CD since you brought up T.I.
True.
His new album, Dime Trap, I like it. Got a banger with Jeezy, got a banger with Anderson .Paak. Dave Chappelle narrates the album. So it's Dave Chappelle narrates the album. And it's T.I. You get it? Shit, I don't have my phone because I'm using my phone to record us. But
Oh, and Pana by Techno.
And also speaking of T.I., he has a trap music museum here in Atlanta. Just thought I'd throw that out there. I'm planning on attending. Gives a history of trap music, shouts out different artists and stuff. I know there's
2 Chainz,
Gucci,
Jeezy,
yeah.
Jeezy, New the May. It's a bunch of artists that they
No, New the Mayor,
whoa. And
Gucci, Jeezy.
It's some other
Titty
Trans Lee album, Tokyo T.I.'s artist Trans Lee and Tokyo Jet. Both had projects out that were pretty good. If you haven't listened to her new CD is out, and that's pretty good. There's a lot of shit I've been listening to. Shit, I wish I had my phone so I can go through my Apple Music. It's I'll throw this out there. T.I. Tupac's family just received 100% rights to all of his unpublished music. So now that they control all of Tupac's unpublished catalog, they'll be releasing more music. So we got new Tupac music coming out.
Ooh.
That's what's up. That's exciting. That's so exciting.
Yeah, and in November, I'm gonna give you guys the museum, which is my discography, my best of, my greatest misses, coming in November.
Did you say your greatest misses?
Yeah, my greatest misses.
You gotta put that on on the cover. My great. It's on there. It's literally on my greatest misses.
So my greatest misses are coming out in November. JB Frank on a couple of the tracks, producing and singing. That's coming. What are you guys listening to?
I got a verse on his album,
She
y'all.
does. It's a Bible verse.
No. I spit hot fire. I
Dylan,
dropped a hot 16. I shitted on him.
That's right. You funkier than a 13-year-old boy that's playing outside all day.
Okay.
So,
Anyway.
So, what are you guys listening to? Let us know. We tried to play some music on a Rant podcast this week, and Apple and iTunes was like, no.
You know, I was listening to the LMA Trippin' remix with Jack Queese, but they took it down.
Yeah.
But speaking of LMA,
And her stunt double. Her stunt.
So earlier late last week, there was a leak of a celebrity sex tape that was alleged to have been LMA, who's got that song Mood Up and Now Trippin'. But as it turned out, it wasn't her. But it was a good tape, and it was like the best out of all the celebrity sex tapes. Like when I say celebrity, I mean like, you know, that encompasses even the D-listers or E-listers like Mimi.
Damn, there's something lower than D now?
E?
Yeah, because Melda's a W-lister as far as celebrity status goes.
So what are you, a Z?
Now, I'm a C-lister.
Negative.
All of your favorite rappers know
So
who I am.
anyway,
and I ain't sleeping none of them.
so it wasn't LMA on the sex tape, but it definitely brings to mind, are people doing these sex tapes? Is it a sex tape? Is it revenge porn? Is it a publicity stunt? Like, what is the true
Nature?
meaning?
Yeah.
Behind some of these leaked tapes, because you know a few months ago Tierra Marie's tapes,
And
and
it was terrible.
it was
Trash.
but you know what? At
Black
that
China.
point, we were kind of like, it's better than Black China, so all this makes it better
It is still trash.
than like most other sex tapes. Like the bar on celebrity sex tapes is
It's
so low.
I guess
that, like when you see something,
Mimi might literally have the bathroom bar on this. Her tape might be better than all of them.
was it though?
Better than the other ones that I still don't say is good. And before we get serious and dive into revenge porn, which we definitely gonna talk about, I want to take the lighter side of it first and just go like, how come none of our celebrities can fuck? Like, we all fantasize about celebrities, but I don't because I'm a virgin and I'm a Christian. But I know y'all three probably.
Double lie?
What? I know y'all three, especially you and Lex, y'all two fantasize about celebrities all the time. And I'm sitting here
Ain't
like,
nothing virgin on you.
What?
Not even the hair in your beard.
This is
Stop. Nope. Nope. Nope.
I'm just gonna stop. So that tickle. Okay, but so
Oh my god.
this is moving on. So
That motion.
last week when you was imitating me going in you, that shit was funny as hell. Do it. Imitate me.
No.
No.
Imitate me. Do
No.
it. Do it.
No.
Do it. Do it.
No.
No, do it. Do it. Do it.
No.
No, do it.
No.
Do it.
Stop.
No, do it.
Focus.
Don't do
Okay.
it. Yeah, like
I was out.
God.
Me too. Stop.
No.
No.
So, what I've noticed is the celebrity porn has been whack.
Yeah.
Kim Kardashian, Ray J, trash.
Yes.
Paris
Paris Hilton, trash.
the original China the wrestler, trash. Paris Hilton, trash. Black
Pam
China,
Anderson,
trash.
trash.
Pam Anderson, trash.
All of them.
All of them. Mimi, trash, but better than the rest.
Yeah. That's because
And,
she actually had someone in the room. Whoa, okay. They had a
Allegedly.
tripod, and it feels like to me they had somebody in the room recording their shit. Like, it wasn't just a tripod there. Like, nah, there are too many
Like a
angles.
quad pod.
It's more like a person.
Oh.
So it was just it was more professionally done, which is why it was so funny when it came out that she was like,
But at least she came in the
they,
show. Like, I don't,
they did that
I
shit on
mean,
purpose.
had these
But
videos
maybe
done
she
and-
just, I mean, but there's nothing wrong with trying to make home movies if you know y'all trust each other and shit, and who knows.
Well, there's nothing
Well, I'm
wrong
not
with it.
mad at the home movies.
Yeah.
I'm not mad
We're
at
judging
making
we're
them.
judging the
They're
quality
just
of
low
the fucking.
quality. Yeah.
No,
So-
no, I was saying that, never mind.
Go ahead.
You're saying
What?
there's nothing wrong with having a different person in the room videotaping?
No, I mean, if you're into that, you know, go for it. Alright, go ahead.
What were you gonna say?
What were you saying?
I don't remember now.
Wake up.
That laugh was like a totally different laugh, yo.
I got nothing. I don't remember what I was saying at all.
But yeah, so they definitely have been subpar. They've all been pretty lackluster and
I've
trash.
never even.
And I was
all
so,
I'm
you know,
saying is, if you gonna record me, I'm gonna make sure I'm putting on an all-star
No, I've
performance,
watched, like,
unless
one
there's
or two
somebody
videos.
impeding on my performance.
that's what we saying.
No, I'm just saying, huh? It's just a year.
Still my performance.
I said, all I know is if you catch me on tape, I'm giving you an all-star performance, unless there's someone interfering, impeding on my performance.
Okay. Well, so we're gonna move right along.
I don't know what's going
I was
on.
talking to myself.
He can't help you. Can
you
they
can't
help
help
me?
me. You can't save me.
Can they help me?
You can't save me.
Please save me.
Bye guys.
Our audience
This
is leaving.
is-
Our audience is leaving.
So, in looking at, there was some, shit, man, you did this.
Are we gonna-
The thing was, we thought that the video that was supposed to be LMA was actually high quality. It was actually some great things going on in that video.
In like 11
a
seconds.
11-second clip.
Oh, it was great. It was
I-
a
She
glorious
made,
11
yeah,
seconds.
yeah, she made me a believer, and it wasn't even LMA. I was gonna buy her album. I'm not even gonna buy it now because it wasn't her.
I was gonna buy her.
I'm not streaming. I was gonna give her the full. What was the album cost?
All $12.
All $12. Cause I'm like shit. So if you going like that, if you going like, and yeah, like, so.
Right, thank you for
But
moving past that.
But it
Thank
wasn't
you.
her. And now I want to. No, we laugh and joke, but now I want to get into the serious part. So I'm not playing. I'm gonna get serious. Niggas, like, if you date a girl, if you fuck a girl, and y'all make a video, and then y'all break up, what's the purpose of exploiting the video? Are you shaming her for doing what every human does on earth? Like, I don't understand, like, I would never, if a nigga outed, let's say, like, somebody as pure and innocent as Ashanti, if a nigga had outed her with a sex tape, I wouldn't look, unless it was a bad sex tape. If it was quality, I wouldn't look at like, oh, she had sex on tape, I'll never date her. Like, who don't have sex? and who hasn't recorded themselves at least once? So it's like you're not going to shame. Like I guess it's shame. I guess they're trying to shame the woman. But it's like how the fuck you gonna shame her when it's sex, nigga?
It's
Because
horrible.
women are supposed to be sexual creatures. We're supposed to be these wholesome things, and we're not supposed to like sex.
Bullshit.
Yep.
We're not supposed to, you know,
A lot
have
of
this
men look
whole
at it that
sensual
way.
side. Yeah, so
A
when
lot
you
of
do
men
have that
do.
side of you, it is shamed.
Yeah.
So they're
This
trying
is
to
like a
shame
fact.
the shit out of you. Or
And I believe y'all,
you
I'm
are
just saying it's
slut
bullshit.
shamed. Like you're a
Yeah.
slut
Boom.
for having sex.
You slut shaming women for a woman for having
but
sex
we're
with
having
you.
sex. Men and women are having sex. So who are you having sex with?
It's
Like-
just, it's so weak and so lame and so.
It's some sucker shit.
Like, it's just, really, yeah. It really is some Bama shit. Like, this is just horrible. And, I mean, I don't know. I feel like you humiliate yourself, too.
Yeah, cause we gonna look at you like you the Bama. I'm like, if that was really LMA, I wouldn't look down on her. I would look down on the nigga that released you. Like you the cornball.
That's exactly right.
You the lame ass
That's
nigga.
exactly
She
right.
was a woman
That's
that
what
was
I do
dating you
every
or
fucking
that,
time I see
that
it.
trusted you enough to let you tape it.
I do it
and
every
you exposing
time I see
her. Like, huh? You take them every time.
No, I say I condemn the dude every time I
Oh,
see
I was like, whoa, JB.
What you do?
Like, your iCloud popping
No,
too.
no,
Oh, my iCloud popping, but you would never know. Like, that's crazy, man. It is. I choose that over Pornhub. But like y'all lame, dog. Like it's just so ridiculous to me to try to put a woman out there for having sex with you.
Yeah. Because we're not supposed to be sexual creatures. We are not
You
sexual
fuck me
beings.
like because it's just it feels like literally revenge porn. That's what it is. It's revenge. You trying to ruin her.
In a lot of those cases, it is. I mean, we've been watching Love and Hip Hop, and although Akbar claims that it wasn't him that released the Tierra Marie sex tape, and the girlfriend, because you know he got a wife and a girlfriend. The girlfriend's like,
Shut up,
y'all
Akbar.
are trying to press charges on somebody who didn't even do it. I did it, or whatever.
Then she
But
can
like,
get
so
charged.
in that
Like,
case, it's
Yeah,
definitely
she didn't get
revenge porn.
But
like,
it is still revenge porn.
Yeah.
She released it for revenge.
revenge. Yeah.
So did she? So did the charges get switched from him to her, or did it
I
get
don't even
dropped?
think, are there even charges, or they just started it or something?
I don't even know. I just watch the show. I don't keep up with them in real time. So who knows
Yeah,
what's
wait till
actually
next
going
season.
on? No, it's probably. I mean, we could probably Google it right now and figure out what the hell if there's actually any real charges or anything like that.
That's right. Ron said never leak the news. Exactly, dog. Like that's so wild. And then I don't know. That's just.
But a
so
lot of
bad.
people are immature,
It's
and so
bad.
when their feelings are
It's
hurt,
bad. It's
they
bad.
will do petty shit to try to shame somebody else.
But how you shaming? Well, I guess it is effective because somebody will, oh my gosh, you were naked in the video. I can see it being negative, but I'm like a nigga like me gonna be
I mean,
like,
that definitely has a different
So,
impact on women, especially
yeah.
black women.
Yes,
Like that
definitely.
shit doesn't. Look at Kim Kardashian versus other women of color who have had sex tapes leaked.
Yep.
That shit does not work the same way.
Nope. It does not. It does
Yeah,
not.
I believe that wholeheartedly.
It does not.
It's just a horrible thing.
It's a terrible thing. It's terrible. Absolutely.
I got a question, and I don't want the answer to be what I don't want it to be, but I'm gonna ask the question: am I contributing in any way to anything negative to the woman if I watch the leak? Please say no.
I mean, it's out there already. So
You know, I don't think you're
Yeah, I don't
contributing
think
to
it's
it.
contributing.
Like,
Because it's already out there.
It's not like you were the person
Yeah,
that
you
leaked the
didn't-
tape
yeah.
in the first place. So you watching it is you as a human being curious.
Yeah.
I'm watching the tape.
Okay.
Does that make me a negative person? Am I a negative contributor to whatever happened with the tape?
No, but I just was wondering because some things, you know, some things we don't know, and I'm gonna ask some questions.
Nah, I mean, I think that just makes you human. Now, if you had leaked the tape, now that would be something else.
What if I
Shared it?
shared it?
The tape is out there. So whether you shared it or somebody else shared it, the tape is going to be
Oh
shared.
my God, y'all! I'm sorry. Never mind.
So,
I just remembered I have to share the link with you to get. Oh, never mind. To get the new tell-all book about R. Kelly, cause like.
Girl, did you see the interview I shared with his wife, his ex-wife?
No, I didn't. I need to watch it, girl. Listen, y'all. This book. We knew R. Kelly was a predator, but
Wait a
like,
minute, so that shit is R. Kelly?
That's R. Kelly, bitch.
Shut the fuck
Yes,
up!
she is a tell-all book, bitch. Listen, R. Kelly. Y'all, R. Kelly, like, can I just go ahead and tell y'all what happened? If you don't want to know what
Oh
happened,
my God.
I'm just gonna tell y'all real quick. Are y'all good with me saying real quick what it turns out of? Okay, so within the first like 30 pages, because I was reading it earlier today. But like you find out like this chick like goes to the concert and like, you know, gets R. Kelly, whatever, like she plotting on him. So they end up at a studio like way down the line, they've already been talking. And she ends up like, you know, being like, yo, daddy, like, I gotta tell you something. Because he had first of all asked her to only call him daddy. So that was the first thing. He was like, oh, you always gotta call me daddy no matter what. So she was like, daddy, I gotta talk to you. And he was like, okay, well, what's up? And she was like, I know I told you I'm 21, but I'm actually 16. And so he was like, oh, is that what you were worried about? Like, there's nothing about you I don't already know. So it's cool. Like, don't worry about it. And so then he commenced to like take her virginity, like, at that moment in the studio. And like she was very graphic in like her description of what was happening, and this nigga is like, yo, like R. Kelly like has a problem, like, and she was saying too that he has like problems, you know, like from his childhood and shit, like that had manifested into like this individual who's like got all these personalities. Like it was crazy, y'all. It was crazy. And like this dude, I just want to read the whole book. Like one of my friends read the whole thing today, and it's R. Kelly.
Girl, now that I know that was R. Kelly, I'm gonna go home and read that
yes,
shit.
Girl, listen.
So, cause whatchamacallit inboxed me the shit. Like, soon as I commented on it,
Yes.
she was like,
oh, yeah, there's a Google
I was
Drive
like,
link
oh,
being shared
shit.
that you can
Oh,
read the book for free on. So we've all been downloading it. All the women have been downloading and reading it. And yes, R. Kelly, and I will say the girl said, you know, she was like, I don't want to be seen as a victim. Like, I definitely went after him. Like, and she definitely did go after him. Like, she went after him aggressively. Like, the way that she planned things out, she did go after him aggressively. But at the same time, she was 16. He obviously knew before she told him that she was 16. And then he commenced to like get so excited, like when he found out she was a virgin, like all these things, like it was just, yo, R. Kelly is like,
he's a pedophile.
He's a pedophile, y'all. Like, and we knew this, but like, yo, but yeah. Anyway, I know we that wasn't even a topic, but you know, do y'all want to go ahead and talk about Siri? I'm getting pulled over. I don't have no segues, but anyway. So Siri,
you did a segue. That was a segue.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go. Well, anyway. So yeah, Siri, I'm getting pulled over.
Jesus.
Basically, there is a new app out called Shortcuts, right? Shortcuts that you can download, and it's really cool because it's basically like allows anyone to decide like how to teach their iPhone how to do like certain tasks. So there's actually like an order of processes that you can teach your phone in order to have it start recording video, recording audio, and like locking the phone so that the police can't get into it. So basically you just say, Siri, I'm getting pulled over. And she will start doing all these different things on your phone.
She dims the lights, stops the music.
Mm-hmm. Yep, stops the music, does all these things to make sure that she is recording like your interaction. And then you can also, I think, like send it off to someone and upload it to your drive like immediately.
Yeah, it'll send out a text to notify one of your
With
contacts
the
that you're dealing
location
with
and all of that stuff, right? So, and it's a really important thing. As we know, it's really important to start recording police encounters. A lot of times that's the only way we actually have the truth. As we've seen even with body cams, those aren't really reliable and all that way. They can turn it off, they can turn the audio off. I've seen things when they do that, you know. So it's really important that we do record interactions with the police because you just never quite know what might happen, unfortunately. So I encourage everybody to look up the article and teach their phone how to record when you're getting pulled over. And hopefully you don't get pulled over. Try to not speed. Try not to give them a reason to pull you over, even though they don't really need a reason, as we see. But just try, you know, seatbelts and stuff. Yeah.
I appreciate the app. Shortcuts is created by Apple, but this particular function, the police function, was created by one of the producers on Reddit. I want to make sure we shout Reddit out for coming up with it. I try to do it. Y'all know I'm old and technologically not as savvy as some of these younger people. So I'm gonna have one of the ladies figure out how to do it and tell me, and then I'll enable it on my phone. Please. I'm old.
Look at Alexis. Guess I'm not gonna be
Bless you, child.
Now,
are you okay?
Try.
Huh?
You okay? Oh.
Yeah. I sneeze weird. I couldn't decide if I want. I usually
You did a bed sneeze? Does she sneeze?
On to Netflix and chill.
Netflix
Yeah.
and chill,
Big mouth.
babe.
Big Mouth is back.
Going
Through
changes. Did I take the song for you or
We
something?
did. Damn.
Okay, you started.
It's so.
You gonna do it? Let's do it. Let's do it.
You took the
Let's do it. Let's do it now.
Oh God.
I'm going through changes. I'm gonna keep doing it until you do it with me.
No.
I'm going
Ricky.
through.
No.
You do it with me.
No, stop.
You do it with me. Ah!
I didn't even pick you.
It was anticipation.
Like, dang, wow. Like, I thought that really hurt. It's like, it wasn't even.
I didn't even grab him. I tried, but he moved.
Ah!
Anticipation.
Okay, so.
What's wrong with you?
Checking your anticipation.
You
Netflix and chill.
Anticipation. I was talking to myself.
So
wrong
Big
with
Mouth
you?
is back. All 10 episodes. Season
Yep,
2.
Alexis is back. Just stop.
That's what you do.
It is just as funny as before. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I had quite a few laughs. I don't know where this accent came from. It's pretty terrible.
Was that Arkansas?
I know what-
Arkansasian accent?
Arkansas.
Oh my God.
You never live in that
That's
down.
what I'm saying, you're never-
I understand, like, my whole life, y'all.
She was like, wait.
So adamant about it too. It's Arkansas. I was like, no, she didn't say that. She did.
She looked for it on the
Like,
map and
what's
couldn't
the
find it.
I'm
Man,
like,
I don't see the
wait a
L.
I was like, wait a minute.
No, that's not what it's about.
About? She turned into a Southern Belle. What the hell is wrong with you?
Because I'm starting to get back, like, okay. Whew. Y'all, I'm from the Midwest, and, like, sometimes I have an accent, and I don't mean to, but, y'all got me thinking about Arkansas, and so y'all are making me go back into my...
Y'all are making me go back.
It's really coming back.
Y'all are making me
y'all
go
making
back.
me think about Arkansas, and
Shut
y'all
up.
are making me go back.
It's literally getting worse.
I'm trying not to. But yeah, sometimes, like, when I go back home, or, like, I'm around people who speak that way, sometimes I kind of go back into, like the drawl.
When you go to your joint, you get nervous as a long-tailed cat in the room full of rocking chairs.
Oh, wow. No.
What?
No. Really? you get as nervous as a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocket chairs? Wow. That is one of those kinds of sayings, though. Yo, Renee be having them kind of sayings. You'd be like, what? like, she said one a couple months ago.
I'm
We were all
like
like,
a hair on a biscuit.
yeah. It was like, what? A what? And she was like, y'all gonna say that? No. A what? A hair on a biscuit. What was it again, though?
Hanging on like a hair on a
Hanging on like a hair on a biscuit. Hanging on like a hair on a biscuit.
You snorting?
I am finished. Okay. But yeah, Big Mouth is back. I gotta watch it, so that's why we're not gonna talk about anything. But I gotta watch it. But apparently it's really funny
And
too.
Big Mouth is a cartoon on Netflix.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a ratchet
yeah.
cartoon.
That junk funny.
It's about teenage kids going through puberty.
Yes.
And it's really good. Jordan Peele is one of the characters. Maya Rudolph is one of the characters.
Nick Kroll.
Nick Kroll. It is really, really good. I thoroughly enjoy it. I think we were doing our favorite Netflix shows. Man, that was your favorite Netflix show.
It was.
Oh my God.
So it's good. Season 2 is out now. I think it's 10 episodes per season.
Yes, they're
Do
30
yourself
minutes
a
piece,
favor.
So you can totally.
Yeah, you can rip through the whole season.
Yeah.
I did.
You
I
can
went
totally
through it on Friday
pour you a
night.
drink like you a Jay and
Pour you a drink.
Oh man.
go on through it. It's good. It's good. What else we got?
Walking Dead comes back tonight, you guys.
Walking
And
Dead returns
I
tonight.
am not excited. It just hasn't been doing it for me the
That
last two
shit been
seasons.
trash.
Yeah.
I mean, let's not
I
be so
stopped watching.
hard.
It's like
For me personally, it's been trash.
like
For
Walking Dead to me has been
I'm
like
sorry,
a
man.
girl,
I
like
know,
a girl
and
giving
I'm
you
sorry.
head, but like every now and then her teeth get in the way. You just like it was
So the
It was
last
fine.
two
You
seasons.
did it again. Like this shit was. You know what? I don't want
Bush.
it anymore.
You heard me.
I'm trying to describe.
Cállate, pendejo.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last two seasons, ever since Glenn died, It's been trash.
Every episode since then.
Yeah, it's been
terrible.
pretty fucking terrible.
Yeah.
And
That might be.
No, that's really what it is. Ever since Glenn died, and also I felt real jaded the way they killed Glenn because they killed Abraham. They said they were gonna kill one person at the season beginning, and then they killed Abraham. Remember? And I was like, oh thank goodness, like, cause Abraham, I fuck with Abraham, but like, I loved Glenn, and then like Glenn got killed, and like
they killed Glenn in the season premiere, right?
And I know Glenn was never even supposed to be there.
no, Glenn was supposed to be there. Daryl's the one who's not actually in the
True.
show. Or in the comic.
Yeah.
Glenn has had so many close calls, and so many times where we thought he was dead. Like there was a time where he was up against the fence and he was being surrounded by walkers, and we just
by
knew
the
this
dumpsters and
motherfucker.
shit.
No. This is a separate time.
Okay.
He was by this fence, and like he was about to be surrounded by walkers, and then like somebody ends up shooting all the walkers around him, so he manages to escape. And then there was a time where he ended up falling underneath the dumpsters. Like he's had so many close calls, but we knew from the comics that he was going to die. Abraham was the one that got us, that kind of caught us off guard. Like, because we were expecting that one death, but to then have Abraham die, that was definitely the shocker.
Not for me. For me, when Abraham died first, I wasn't shocked because I knew that someone was dying. Abraham died first, so I was just like, okay, cool. But I was shocked because then a second character died. And it wasn't just like any character, it was Glenn.
Yeah.
So that was me personally. I just was shocked because I thought Glenn was going to die. I did think Glenn was going to die. And then Abraham died, and I was like, oh, thank goodness. And then Glenn died anyway. And I was shocked. And I was like, no.
Yeah,
y'all said y'all only killing one person.
For people who like actually, now mind you, I've never read the comics, but I follow the comics, if that makes any sense. Like, because I know a lot of the shit that happens in the comics.
And I'm not
I knew Glenn was going to die.
Yeah.
But Abraham was the one that caught me off guard.
Mm-hmm.
So
because I don't follow the comics, so I didn't. I knew that Glenn was supposed to die, but then I thought, oh, maybe they changed it, and then they didn't, and they took Abraham, and it was just like.
I miss Abraham and his isms.
I like Abraham. He was a spicy. They took two very spicy characters.
It was like season one when Ned Stark died. I was like, what?
No, that's not the same thing. That doesn't have the same effect. No. Because Ned Stark died in the first season.
Yeah, that was a shocker.
Yeah.
I was shocked.
Like, we thought that he was going to be.
I thought he was.
There's been a lot of times.
I thought the show was about him.
Ned Stark was a main character, and he died in the first season. It is not the
He was the main character.
Yeah, that's not.
I thought it was his show.
Yeah, I did.
When he died, I was like,
You don't think that The Walking Dead is Glenn or Abraham's show?
Well, Rick is leaving. I thought it was his show.
Rick is leaving. It is his show.
I'm not watching when Rick leaves.
I stopped watching that.
They barely. I'm holding on by a thread now.
Well, I want to say
I'm holding on like
Rick
a hair on a
leaves
biscuit.
in the comics.
Rick leaves or he dies in the comics?
I can't remember.
I don't know, but he's leaving.
But
So
he is
I'm holding on like a hair on a biscuit.
Because the problem is here's the thing. In the comics, the leadership shifts from Rick to Maggie, but Maggie is leaving too. Rick and Maggie are both leaving. So now, leadership is supposed to fall to Daryl. They're supposed to be, I don't want to say be gone, but like at least one of those characters is supposed to be exiting by mid-season.
Why don't they just wrap it up?
Yeah, just
wrap it.
That's all AMC got. That's the only show AMC got.
That is the only show AMC.
No, it's not.
What is it?
Into the Badlands. Into the Badlands is actually the better show.
That is a good
And they have not been doing enough to promote this show.
No, they haven't. It's a good show.
And it actually has a really good storyline.
I'm still halfway through
and
the
the
second
characters are really, really well developed.
Yes.
You like they really do a good job of telling the backstory with all those characters on Into the Badlands. And they have not been doing enough in promoting this show. Like that, if you don't watch any of the show on AMC, you should be watching Into the Badlands. I encourage you to go back and watch that from the very beginning.
Is interesting. Let's watch Jadena. The dude with the beard.
I know.
His character on Into the Badlands is pretty good.
Jardina pretty good too.
Fuck you mean?
But yeah, so Walking Dead comes back tonight. Starts in a few minutes.
Right, man.
I'm gonna watch it. I doubt anybody else is going to watch it, especially not tonight. But because I am the biggest Walking Dead fan out of everybody up here, I'm definitely gonna watch it. Because
I got to
I'm not gonna watch it. I haven't been watching it for the last 2 seasons. And every time I've like watched it with them, I've been I'm not missing out on anything, and I'll be on my phone.
I need to finish Into the Badlands. I'm halfway through season 2. I need to finish that.
Whoops. Haircut.
You supposed to drink? We made
Haircut.
I didn't spill it. I pulled my cup back too fast.
So you put that cup back in the drip though?
Yeah.
That's called spilling.
Yeah, that's called spilling.
No, a spill is
if a
this.
girl, no, if a girl was giving me a head and she pulled back in this
No,
jumped out,
stop,
I'd be like,
stop.
I'm just trying to paint a visual.
Please stop.
Did
Mona Lisa.
I'd rather not with the visual. Thanks.
Okay, next topic.
There are no more topics. I went to go see RBRM yesterday, which is Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike, which is not fully new edition because Ralph and Johnny are missing. But they put on a pretty good show.
Yeah.
Bobby definitely needs to go back to the gym, and he needs like a vocal coach. But that's pretty much every time I see New Edition. Bobby is up. Well,
Yeah.
they are older. They're aging,
They're seasoned.
and they are in their 50s now, which was really hard for me to accept yesterday while at the show because Ricky is 51.
51?
Ricky is 51.
Well, he's the oldest one. He's the oldest one.
Ricky is 51. Everybody else is 50 except for Bobby, who is 49. He'll be 50 in February.
Damn.
Right? But Bobby looks the oldest out of all of them.
That's almost double
Like
my
up there
age.
on stage, he's like an old man. And Ricky made a comment about like them going back. He's like, yeah, it's been like 20 years since Bobby's album came out, and like 18 since Poison, the first BBD album came out. And he's like, yeah, we about to stay up here and do all the songs for both albums. Bobby was like, I ain't doing that shit. I'm ready to go home.
That's what he said.
They were just fucking around. They weren't gonna do all that shit like that. Because even I was like, I'm not staying here. What time
Did you
is
stay
it?
for the whole thing?
Yeah, I did.
You did?
And I did. Well, it was over at 10:45 because it's at Chastain, so I have to
was
remember.
wondering.
Yeah, I had no plans of staying for the whole thing. I was actually just gonna go and stay for a little bit and then leave. They had Chase as the opening act.
I don't know who that is.
Isn't his name Chance? Wait, Chase. Case, Lord.
Touch me, tease me.
Yeah. What does every action you do involve this?
Right.
That's the song.
No.
I didn't write the song.
But everything.
Hold up, did I write the song?
Everything you do involves this motion.
Do it. Do the motion. Do the motion.
So, touch me, tease me, whatever. Case. I'm missing you.
Oh my God. I remember that song.
Yeah.
That song is sad as shit to me.
I'm missing
When I was little, I remember,
you.
I'm like, right now at this moment, I remember feeling sad about that song when I was a little kid. Like, and I don't remember why. But that shit is like heartbreaking to me. I'm about to listen to that and cry. Like, that's like, that song is so fucking beautiful and sad. Like
I
skipping
wanna
that.
pick up the phone and tell you that you're everything I need and more.
if only I could find you.
I don't think I know the words.
Without a head.
I'm missing you.
He's like, I'm the dancer without the sound. I'm like, there's all these beautiful. It's just so
I'm
touching.
missing you. Yeah.
I'm
Alright,
definitely
well,
gonna listen to that.
Thank you guys. What are you doing?
What happened?
She just propped up.
Oh.
Your hat. Yeah, who you missing?
Got
She
hot.
got missing somebody. Got hat started sweating.
No, I don't miss nobody. No.
I
none of these
don't miss
songs.
nothing but the toilet. When I'm drunk, that's it.
What?
If I'm drunk, I'm drunk.
Yo, Jesus. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Thank you guys for
everyone.
tuning in. If you're listening on Spotify or on iTunes, you can watch the show on YouTube. Kickback TV Live from Atlanta on YouTube. You can follow us on social media at Kickback TV Show on Instagram, at Kickback TV Show on Facebook, at Kickback TV Show on Twitter, at Kickback TV Show on Black Planet. But our Christian Mingle page is Pandora's Christ I Do Adore. So you look for that on Christian Mingle. And we're also on, I ain't gonna say that one because Mel told me not to. It's her page, Trapeze. But, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get up out of here this week. Thank you for tuning in. We will see you guys next week. I know we are going head to head with the NFL. I appreciate you, but you know the beauty of the show? You can listen any day of the week. You can watch us any day of the week. If you're on Facebook and you've been following our arguments and our battles and our debates, thank you for participating. Love you. And
Shout out to Core Water.
Okay.
Just to get it from my post from earlier. The water bottle.
oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Shout out to Ashanti. I just want to say I know I ain't been calling.
All right.
But
So I went to that Sweet Auburn Festival.
You know what? Fine. Show's over.
I
Show's
bought this
over.
lovely shirt, and I also bought some other shirts from black people, black vendors, and I want you guys to support black businesses. I don't have the cards for them. I left them all at home, but I at least wanted you to see my shirt dripped in melanin. Then I also bought this one, which says classy, intelligent, and educated.
Well, how are you gonna wear that?
And then she got me this one.
You lucky I don't smack
Black
the
Girl
fuck out
Magic.
that phone out your hand.
Black Girl Magic. I like that joke.
Mm-hmm. And there's also another one.
Does it say thought?
Oh my god.
What does it say?
like the
TH.
beach
Oh,
shoes.
thick. Oh, I didn't know. I just saw the TH. Thick where it counts. Ow! God damn it.
I'm about to beat you.
What'd I say?
I don't like you.
Let's look at Mel's haircut. She fancy. Why you gonna hit the phone? This is a camera. This is $1 million piece
Ooh,
of
my earring
equipment.
came off. Ooh. Well, I don't like you.
So
Brown
you wanna
skin,
say
black
light
ass
skin?
boy.
Whoa. Light skin.
Huh?
Something you wanna say?
No.
Oh, all right.
You
JB.
said hair grease.
Douche, magoosh.
Man, thank y'all for tuning in. Kickbackers. Kickbackers! I'm about to hit stop on the podcast and stop on here. We are out.